Holy cow. Welcome back to Birdie Talk. It's been a long time, Bird Slice. I feel like we haven't put up a video in like forever.
I mean, D-Wonk, it is a long time.
Yeah, it is. I just want to jump straight into this. Have you been paying
What?
attention to golf social media at all today? Have you done it?
No. What is it? Tell me.
So
All the goodies.
obviously everybody is aware yesterday Grant Horvat and Micah Morris left Good, made the announcement to join TaylorMade. That's huge. What's even cool about that is I called the Micah join and TaylorMade like back in December that Micah has an agreement with TaylorMade for over $200,000.
You did.
Yeah,
I also called that Good was going to release a product and not having a world tour of it.
Yep. But what's crazy and completely unexpected, and I think caught everybody off guard, was the fact that Bob Does Sports just announced today on their podcast and through all their social medias that they joined Callaway.
They're not even that good. Like, they're hilarious. They're not even that like
Fat Press.
pros.
Yeah,
they're not even like amateurs.
And by pretty good, I mean he's awesome. Like every professional that they like play against in like a challenge video or whatever in a collab, every single one is like, I'm surprised at how good you are at golf to Fat Press every time. And then it's kind of crazy because did you see what TaylorMade posted on their Instagram for the announcement of both of them, like incorporating both of them? Because obviously for Grant and Micah, but it was like a together now. So they did their own announcement, and then TaylorMade made another post. The caption on the Instagram post is, "When good turns to great."
Oh, that's sick.
But then Callaway's like, hold up, we're gonna let you have your moment, and we're just gonna drop a bomb on everybody that good and Bob Does Sports can now collaborate all the time because they're both part.
And
Callaway.
Then what do we say about Good having pros in their videos? They had 13 in one videos, and now it's all they do. And Ricky Fowler, I just saw, did a video with them. So like, they took onto what we were talking about and definitely went with it. It seemed pretty obvious at the point that at this point in the golf world, you need to introduce some high level, high notoriety players to really get it going again.
What do you, by the way, what do you think of the landscape of the golf community, specifically content creators, and like, what do you think that these signings mean for obviously existing golf creators, but also new up and coming golf creators?
Oh yeah. So two things come to mind, then I had a question for you. All right. First thing that comes to mind is that it kind of lays the foundation for almost anybody can become a very good golfer. You know what I mean? Any player that actually puts this time, commits, maybe gets a couple lessons from professionals, can actually get to that next level. And then if you have the personality and the entertainment, you can take it to the golf world of what's the word? What are we doing? Content creating?
Content creation.
And then maybe bring it to the next level. Here's my question for you. Do you think with TaylorMade, Grant and Micah, that they're gonna push them towards the tour?
Yeah, 1,000%.
The Pro Tour?
Yeah. So I think that obviously they're going to stick with content creation. I know that Grant did say in one of his past videos that he wasn't directly pursuing professional golf in the traditional sense.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But I think that, well, actually, I know for a fact that they're going to be doing a Pro-Am. It's coming up here shortly. They're going to be, I can't remember I think it was in Grant's TaylorMade YouTube announcement video. He announced that him and Micah already have a scheduled Pro-Am tournament debut that's going to be coming up here shortly with one of the TaylorMade guys.
All right, for those that don't know, Pro-Am, is that a pro amateur tournament?
Yeah, so obviously it's a breakdown of that. It's a professional and amateurs together. That's why it's called a Pro-Am.
Okay, so here's another question. Because they're sponsored by such a large golfing organization, are they gonna have to do the Corn Ferry Tour to get in the PGA Tour? Like, do they bypass any of the prerequisites of becoming a PGA player? I mean, if that occurs. But I mean, most players go to the Corn Ferry and then they work their way to the PGA.
Yeah. So it doesn't expedite that well, it does expedite that process, meaning
because
you know people, right? You're like, you have these essential connections like within your network, and you have these big powerful entities behind you pushing you in the right direction. So they're going to give you all the resources that you need to be successful in that ambition. But that doesn't mean that like, oh, I'm part TaylorMade, I get to skip all that, right? You still have to earn your credentials to become a technical professional, if that makes sense.
Right.
Or at least that's my take.
I mean, how long are they going to last at pro-ams before, how long do you think the contract's for?
I think so Callaway finished up with it was No Laying Up, which is another like media outlet, like an online kind of content media outlet. And they mentioned that their contracts are yearly. So this doesn't necessarily mean that it's locked in. I'm sure Good and Bob Does Sports did their due diligence in regards to locking in set of expectations. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Contract based on contingencies, whether you bring enough revenue in or enough people are going there.
Yeah.
And
then
Bob
it's like
Sports not going to the tour. So at the same time that they're just making content, being sponsored, they know that people like them. Yep. People like brands of people they like. So why not go with the brand of people you like?
But I mean, the best, like, does it take away from like Bob Does Sports relation wise? Like, when I watch Bob Does Sports, I'm connecting with him because he's like the average golfer, right? He's like the guy that you go drink beers with on the back nine. Yeah, so it's like, does that take away from his kind of like their almost like their brand, not the Bob Does Sports brand, but almost like their niche, I should say. That's a better word.
Everyone's rooting for the underdog, and everyone wants to get better at golf that plays golf, because it's indescribably infuriating when you're playing golf and you get a great shot and then you just duff one and then you're +2. So to watch someone who's like you play golf go to the next level, it's just going to encourage me to watch him more. Because if Bob gets good at golf by being sponsored by Callaway, and then they train him to be good, and he's good within like 6 months to a year. Yeah, you bet your ass I'm watching. I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to get better.
Not only that actually brings up a great point. It would really show how powerful Callaway is as a brand. Like if you turn a mid 80, plus 15 handicap golfer into a scratch golfer within a short period of time, people are going to be buying some clubs.
One of my favorite quotes is that this might change.
What's that?
It's not the tool, it's the carpenter. Well, if you give a carpenter a miter saw, he's gonna be cutting better angles.
No,
so you give Bob Does Sports, 55 degree, specialized wedge, might be hitting those 60-yard shots.
Absolutely. And one thing that I want to get to as well is, what does this mean for like new content creators? I feel like it's going to be like Callaway's like, I need this guy, this team, this team, this team. TaylorMade's going to be like, I want these guys. Like right now it's a bull market for content creators. Who's next up? Right? Brian Bros is already established with Callaway. Bob Does Sports taken by Callaway. Good taken by Callaway. Micah, Grant, TaylorMade. It's like Titleist is like, who can we get? TaylorMade's like, who can we add to our roster?
You have Ping, Mizuno, Titleist still out there, Cleveland. Yeah, I mean, who's left? Who's on the market? I mean, who are you picking up? Are you, maybe some of the girls?
It's one's Paige, I think. There's Claire Hoggle.
Claire, yeah. And Paige.
There were two professional. It was the She Girls. They're pretty good. I think that increasing or investing in some female content creation is definitely huge. Yeah, I mean this is crazy for the landscape of content creation, and then what it means to tie into the mainstream. That's also a big thing. But I saw this and I was like we have to talk about this. People are picking sides essentially. And with TaylorMade,
thought, how cool would this be is that all the content creators want at it to see who's got the best brand.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's definitely going to be a thing.
Like, how sick is that going to be? That they're like, all right, you picked your guys, we picked our guys. To
And
watch the good guys against Grant and Micah, and then the Bryan Bros against that, and then Perez in there.
It's hard to conceptualize what's taking place and what's going to like lead to the new era of YouTube golf. But regardless, I did want to make a quick announcement. So obviously, we're getting ready to start golf season. How hyped are you?
I'm stoked. It's going to be amazing.
I'm excited for the first set of videos that we're going to put together, which is, we haven't decided if we're going to do it together or not, but it's getting our official handicap.
Oh, fuck, I just got good. I wish I didn't do it earlier. I got a simulator. Did you set up your simulator?
No.
Side note?
I have not yet. No.
I got one for Christmas.
Did you? Have you used it?
Yeah, it's one of the things like you just hold and it's like from Costco and it goes.
Oh, how is it?
A little bit.
Cheesy.
So it is cheesy. It's fun, and the aspect of like the throwing down, like that. There's like those balls that you pat on a paddle ball that come back at you. It has that like a locking of a gun click on it. That it's actually, it reinforces like an subconscious behavior that you don't really think about it in golf, of this like extra throw at contact point. Which,
okay.
A lot of people talk about it. I know Rick Shields talked about it, and then other guys talked about it, where it's like, when you throw a baseball, you actually have to throw it. There's like a flicking movement when you throw in a baseball. You don't just let the ball leave your hand, right? And that's in there on that thing. And I'm going to add it to my golf game. I'm excited to see where it goes from there. All right, guys, we appreciate you coming by. Make sure to like and subscribe. And to our 1,000th subscriber, we're going to be giving away a new putter.